Good afternoon. So we're going to start with a pop quiz. How many people in the audience know the names of 5 of their neighbors, the name of a local police officer, and maybe someone at City Hall that can help you fix a light? Okay, that's actually not so bad. But if you all lived in my neighborhood and you're on our networks, you know all of those folks. So what is Neighbors for Neighbors? Neighbors for Neighbors is a 501c3 that builds, manages social networks for each of Boston's neighborhoods. And what we're really up to is we're reweaving the social fabric by connecting neighbors to each other and government resources. What makes us special is how we're doing this. We're connecting people by providing lots of ways and solving lots of problems for them to want to connect. How do I fix a light? How do I connect to my police officer? They're finding those answers on our networks. The second thing we're doing is we're a soundboard for voices. Anyone can share, and everyone can listen. By doing that, we're empowering those who are here doing the work today, but also honoring those who did the work before by telling their stories. The third component is we're a springboard for action. And as a springboard for action, we're moving people past discussion through action to actually producing results. I mean, how many times have you been to a meeting, but the only thing that gets done is people complaining, not on our networks. We're going to wait for the next slide. There we go. So in addition to what you'd expect on social networks, the general default features, it's the combination of the 3 things, connecting, having a voice, and being able to take action that really makes us successful, but also that you can connect to resources that will actually help you solve the problems in your neighborhood. Now, in 2004, I started organizing due to some crime in my neighborhood with my neighbors. I wound up working for the Boston Police Department as an organizer for a couple years where I really saw the need. So we built the network, launched it about a year and a half ago. We're doing our citywide launch in a month, and hopefully soon we want to launch in your neighborhoods with all of you. Now, we make it easy for everyone to collaborate, and I think one of the key features is we removed ourselves as bottlenecks, and we don't have to be the centralized leadership to facilitate or help people organize because they can do it on their own. And again, it's just in the neighborhood, and it connects you to people who can actually help you solve your problems. There's a bit of a theme to what I'm saying here. I hope you're catching on. Now, one of the things that really makes a big difference for us is that, again, we are neighborhood-centric, and it's all the content is generated by the community. And the big difference between Facebook, for example, that connects people who already know each other, is we're helping neighbors who don't already know each other connect in the neighborhoods where they live, they'll meet in person, and actually produce results. Now, our platform is NING. NING manages, enhances the network while we refine and evolve our model to meet the changing needs of our community. We're not a technology company at all, and we don't want to be. We really just want to help people organize and get things done in our neighborhood. So how is this being used by government resources? Here's our neighborhood liaison, Colleen. She's able to communicate with folks. She's able to help them solve their problems. And instead of being behind the walls of City Hall, she's in our networks, positioning herself as an ally. You'll see Sergeant Krause is doing very similar things, but the biggest value that he's able to accomplish on our networks is he's able to dispel fear by providing facts about the crimes that are happening and what people need to do to address and solve them. Now, the community emergency response team doesn't have the relationships that Sergeant Krause or Colleen Keller has in our neighborhoods. They're relatively new, and until H1N1 came out, no one was really motivated to participate. But since we're a neutral, trusted platform, folks are able to learn about their program, and they've increased their recruit conversions quite a bit. Bring all these things together and use our neighborhood zone groups, and you can see Greg, who was just up, we actually have crime reports embedded here, and people can talk about those crimes. You've got everything you need to make things happen where you live and solve the problems that you're experiencing on your streets. Neighbors have also used our networks to do a park cleanup. You can see there was 2 tons of crap in this lot. And now in 2009, it's a great clean place for people and their dogs to run around and have a good time. We really are able to transform our neighborhood. So how's it working? It's working really, really well. In the last year, we've seen a 400% increase in visitors to our sites and over a 500% increase in page views. We've expanded from 1 neighborhood in Boston to all neighborhoods in Boston, and we're only limited by our capacity. If I could clone myself, I'd already be in everyone's neighborhood in the country. So to summarize, we're connecting people where they live. We're giving them a voice, and anyone can speak and everyone can listen. Anyone can create, and everyone can participate by providing those tools. So what's next? Ultimately, we love to connect and empower neighbors and governments all over the world. But I propose that you let us work with you to bring our solution to your neighborhood so you can have the same results we've had in ours. So thank you so much for having me here. You can see my contact details on the screen, but I'd love to speak with you in person, so please pull me aside. And also check out neighborsforneighbors.org. I posted a fun article called How to Get Your Neighbor On. And there's 10 things you can do to help you get your neighbor on in your neighborhood. Thanks very much.